Hey guys, Logan here, and welcome to Battle 5, a series where I break down my top 5 lists on a particular topic, no matter what topic that comes to my mind. For this Battle 5 video, I'm going to be breaking down my list for 5 biggest threats to Clemson and Alabama. Now, this is yet another college football related Battle 5 video. The last one I did was on my top 5 college football coaches. This one is going to be 5 biggest threats to Clemson and Alabama. So, let's get started with number 5 on the list, Syracuse. Why? Now, laugh at me all you want, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. But hear me out as to why, so that I can explain why I put Syracuse on this list. They have been playing hard against Clemson and had beaten them in 1 out of their last 2 games. Yes, Eric Denji is not going to be quarterbacking this team any longer, but if they continue to get better and better and better, both offensively and defensively, then they can potentially deliver the upset against Clemson, giving them their very first loss since 2017. Moving on to number 4 on the list, Auburn. Now, I understand that Auburn is still having to deal with this quarterback issue going on right now between Joey Gatewood and Bo Nix for the starting role this season. I don't know them. I never heard of them before. I never seen any footage of them playing and practicing, but I will say this. Auburn still has their head coach in Gus Malzahn, who, by the way, will take care of all the offensive play calls now that Auburn won't have an offensive coordinator for this season. Plus, they might potentially have one of the best defensive lines in the country with Derek Brown and Marlon Davidson and those boys coming back from last season, and they might put Tua Tagovailoa and the Alabama offense on their toes when they meet in this year's Iron Bowl. Number 3 on the list, Oklahoma. Why? Because even though I'm not so sold on Jalen Hurts as an effective passer, I believe that Lincoln Riley is going to do something about that this season, turning Jalen Hurts into a better passing quarterback than he ever was previously, with the offensive weapons that Lincoln Riley has at his disposal in C.D. Lamb, Trey Sermon, A.D. Miller, and the rest of the crew. They need to improve defensively, I get all that, but offensively, they can give teams like Clemson and Alabama runs for their money. Number 2 on the list, Ohio State. Why? Because they have a new quarterback in Justin Fields. Because they have a new head coach in Ryan Day, who briefly proved last year that he can really coach a highly talented football team. And because they have 3 senior wideouts on their offense in Austin Mack, K.J. Hill, and Benjamin Victor, not to mention the fact that they still have their running back in J.K. Dobbins. So because of that, their offense should be just as good, if not better, this year than they were last year, and be tough enough to withstand against Clemson or Alabama in the upcoming college football playoff semifinals, one of them at the very least. And my number 1 biggest threat to Clemson and Alabama is what, ladies and gentlemen? Georgia. Why? You got Kirby Smart as the head coach. You got Jake Fromm as the starting quarterback. You got DeAndre Swift as the running back. And you got a defense that got a lot of young boys from last year, and they still play elite defense, even against an Alabama team that people thought were unstoppable. I expect Georgia to make a lot of noise this year, and I also expect them to be a legitimate threat this year to not just Alabama, not only Alabama, but also Clemson, and possibly compete for the national championship. And those, ladies and gentlemen, are my top 5 biggest threats to Clemson and Alabama. Let me know what you think of my list. Did I left out a few teams on this list that you feel like should have been on this list? Or which teams on my list do you think do not deserve to be on this list? Comment below and let me know what you think. If you guys enjoyed this video, please click the like button, and if you agree or disagree with my list, Comment below and let me know why. If you enjoy what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please press up there to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight.